Hey, what's up? Welcome to Bible study here at JSAW and Hill Board Shop for the week. Have you ever doubted or wondered if you are a Christian, if you're saved, or if you're destined for hell and God's wrath? We've been studying through how you can know if you're saved, specifically how you can know if you're saved, like if the Spirit of God lives in you and is producing different things in your life. And so one of those things is self-control. One way that you can know if you're saved is if the Spirit of God is causing you to abound in self-control. Self-control is basically the ability to control yourself, especially your emotions and your desires, basically how you act, especially when you're in a difficult or tempting situation. In Matthew chapter 4, Jesus is in one of those difficult kind of situations. So he had been fasting in the desert for 40 days and 40 nights. He had no food. He was super hungry. And the devil comes to him and he says, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." But Jesus answered him, "It is written in the Scriptures, man shall not live on bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God." So Jesus could have turned those stones into bread and ate and fulfilled his desire because he was super hungry, right? And Jesus also is the Son of God. And so he could have proved that to the devil by turning the stones into bread. But he had this supernatural self-control. And basically he said, no. Now, on the flip side, we have Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28. This is going to be our verse for the week. And this is what it says. It says, "Like a city whose walls are broken through is a person who lacks self-control." So a person is like a city. A person with a lack of self-control is like a city without walls. No way to defend itself. It's unprotected. Basically, anybody can come or go as they please. Self-control is putting up boundaries in place for yourself. It's boundaries that protect you. And basically like this, if you only eat funnel cake and drink Red Bull all summer long, you're going to get sick and you're going to die. If you don't say no to your sexual urges, you're going to end up probably becoming a porn addict who sexually assaults others, and you're going to live with a broken, distorted view of sexuality for your whole life. If you don't say no to spending money, you're going to end up broke and in debt. If you constantly are running your mouth and speaking profanities, you're likely to get beat up, right? And you'll probably end up with no friends because nobody wants to be around that kind of negativity that you're bringing. So in James chapter 3, verse 2 through 4, basically it says, "We all stumble in many ways. Anyone who is never at fault in what they say is perfect and able to keep their whole body in check. When we put bits into the mouths of horses, we make them obey us, and we can actually turn the whole animal. Or take ships as an example. Although they are so large and driven by strong winds, they are steered by a very small rudder, wherever the pilot wants to go." So although your words may seem like they are such a small, insignificant thing, the way that you speak actually directs your whole life. So if you want to know if you're saved, and if you want to know if you have this self-control thing, ask. Like, look at it. Say, do I have self-control? Am I abounding in self-control? Do I have this supernatural self-control that Jesus had? Even in the midst of like temptations or difficult situations, right? This is my challenge for you this week, okay? Set a goal for self-control and ask God to help you reach that goal. So whether it's to quit smoking, quit swearing, save your money, quit watching porn, whatever it is, set a goal for self-control and then ask God to help you complete that goal. And if you accomplish that goal, right, then it's a sign that God's Spirit is at work in your life. And if you believe in Jesus, you will be saved. So that's your challenge for this week. Set a goal for self-control and ask God for help. Because a man without self-control is like a city without walls, unable to defend himself.